What's up, amazing people? My message right now is locking in and unlocking yourself. Being unlocked, being able to release new things about yourself, bring out new features about yourself, unlocking things in your brain that you think you couldn't possibly connect, to bring out new creations, bring out new ideas, and being able to focus on those ideas, being able to lock in on those ideas, and being able to lock in on a new you to unlock a new portion of you, and how that coincides together. And it's crazy because it's kind of the same as above, so below, the same term, and how, like, they say hot and cold are nothing but degrees of the same thing, and how confidence and being insecure is the same thing, and all of these things are the same thing. Which side do you choose to be on? It's like a choice, that choice, but they produce the same thing. It's the area you put it to. So, like, locking in will unlock something within you, and that's what you'll get from locking in. Focusing will open you. It will open your range. Tightening your range will open your range. Locking in on a small portion of your view will broaden your view. Focusing on something small will give you something big. And it expands, the big and the small expands together. What was once small becomes big, and what was once big becomes small. Now you can handle something big because of all of the small things you did. Now you can handle bigger tasks, bigger focuses, bigger instructions. You're capable of doing more. That more has now become a regular size or mini size or micro size now to you. And something that you once had to focus in on is nothing but a day-to-day task. It's automated within you subconsciously, and you just do it. You just easily breeze through things you once had to focus on without giving your attention to anything else. And that's growth. Something you just do that you couldn't do before. And the more you build that, the more both small and big widens, and they build off each other, the more you grow. The more you explore new things to add on, you start diving deeper on the surface, and big becomes small, and small becomes big. But both are growth for you. Both are new areas of life, and you just automate the cycle. You automate the cycle, and they expand within each other. Stay amazing, stay abundant, and remember to take the little victories, because they become big. They become major victories over time. Consecutive is the winner. Consistent is the winner. The person who participates every day is winning. Every week is winning. The person who shows up is winning. The person who's there is winning. The person who adds up, day by day is winning more than the person who comes through with the big win. And I can say that the person who knows how to win will ultimately know how to win on a big stage and a small stage, because they've perfected the art of winning. They've perfected the art of being in there, and big or small doesn't really matter anymore, because the art of doing is here. And big and small are now the same thing. That concept that once scared you no longer scares you, because it's no longer scary, just as starting is no longer scary, or practice is no longer a big thing. The arena is no longer a big thing because of what you did in practice, and you started to transmute that same energy into the arena. Now, when you transmute that same energy into the arena, you move up to higher scales, and now you have to take your practice to a bigger level. You have to get a more in-depth practice, a more advanced practice. Everything grows. Now the things you do small increase. Like, what I said earlier in the video, now we don't just do level 1 anymore. We do level 1, but on a harder difficulty, or on a bigger difficulty. Once we handle things on a smaller scale, like once I take care of my apartment, I guess I should know how to take care of a house now. And taking care of a house, should grant me ultimately taking care of a mansion. And taking care of a mansion, can grant me to taking care of multiple mansions, multiple properties, and moving from that perspective of multiple properties is bigger than one mansion. One mansion was big when I came from taking care of an apartment, or a house. But it's no longer big when I'm taking care of multiple mansions and multiple properties on a grander scale. And I've probably done it so much, the process is easier. Making what was once hard easier, and adding more to my easy plate, which makes my easy plate tougher. And making my easy plate tougher makes my harder plate easier, if that makes sense. What you do on easy makes hard easier, and the more you do easy, the more easier is hard, and the more harder you have to make easy to make harder easy, if that makes sense. Let me break it down one more time. The more you put more intensity into little things, the easier it is to do big things. And once these easier things become more easier, you intensify the easy things, the harder things become easier, and then you intensify the easier things once more, because you've now grown. And now harder keeps becoming easier, and you have to intensify the harder things. So the intensity grows, which ultimately grows you as a person, and you just, boom, you're in a whole nother category. Like, no one is around you. They're like, how are you doing these things mentally, physically, and spiritually? Because you have now did all of these things on another level. And you did small on another level. You did big on another level. Everything is on another level for you. And on another level comes from doing. Stay amazing. Stay abundant. Treat small just as if it was something big, something major. And carry that same energy into something big. and watch. It will just become as you. It's just something you have to do. Something big and small. And with you, they carry the same weight, and abundance flows to you through both minor actions and major actions. Give you abundance. Stay amazing. Stay abundant. And keep that energy. Keep that cycle. Bye.
Reverse life.